1 minute each to tell us who you are, and we're going to begin with Tim Herbst.
Good evening. My name is Tim Herbst, Republican running for governor of the state of Connecticut, and the good news is, just over 300 days from tonight, Dan Malloy will no longer be the governor of the state of Connecticut. For 8 years, I had the honor and privilege of leading the town of Trumbull, and we led a remarkable turnaround that resulted in an upgraded credit rating, pension reform, 8 balanced budgets, 2 tax cuts, a nationally recognized school system, and a growing economy. We need to do that for the state of Connecticut. Everywhere I go in the state of Connecticut, people are concerned about whether tomorrow will be better than today, whether the promise of Connecticut will live up to the reality of Connecticut. And I am here tonight to tell you that we can change course, and we can turn the page and rebuild our state and our economy by sending proven reformers and Hartford outsiders to Hartford to shake things up, to stop telling people what they want to hear, but to start being leaders that tell people what they need to hear. We need to stop sending the same people back to Hartford to sit in different chairs. We can't keep electing politicians that are focused on the next election. We need leaders that are focused on the next generation. And if you entrust me with the governorship of this state,
Mr. Herbst,
I will do that. Thank
time's
you.
up. Thank you so much. Mr. Peter Lumaj.
My name is Peter Lumaj. I'm a conservative. I'm the only one on the stage who's running as a conservative. What makes me a constitutionalist or a conservative is my background. I came from overseas. I was born and raised in a communist country. I've seen socialism. I've seen socialism fail. I've seen socialism in the United States. I lived in the Bronx. I lived in Detroit. I lived in Washington, D.C. You're going to see a confrontation in Hartford between 2 entities. It's going to be the free markets and statism. We must defeat statism. I'm the only guy over here who understands statism and socialism, and the only one who can defeat it. Thank you very much, and you'll hear from me again. I appreciate your help.
Mr. Steve Obsitnik.
If our air, dirt, and water is the same in Massachusetts as it is in Connecticut, why are they growing while we're losing people and jobs? Why? Because Dan Malloy and his Harvard allies have taken us down a road of ruin. My path is different. I grew up in Stanford. I attended the U.S. Naval Academy. I did my summary service in the eastern part of the state. I'm a high-tech CEO who's created hundreds of good-paying jobs, and we need more of those jobs here in Connecticut now more than ever. But look, we've been taken down a road far too long. In Annapolis, I learned one thing really well: how to fight. Everyone takes boxing. How to take a punch, how to give a punch, how to get knocked down, how to get back up, and how to keep on fighting. And this election in the fall will be a fight. Let's be clear about that. The Democrats will throw everything at us and make it a nasty campaign. And our next governor has to be tough enough also to face the challenges ahead. Look, I'm a proven fighter, and I have a plan to reinvent Connecticut, to bring fiscal stability back to our state and make Connecticut a jobs engine once again. And together, we will turn the moving vans around. My name is Steve Obsitnik, and I'm ready to be your next governor. Thank you.
Prasad Srinivasan.
I'm Prasad Srinivasan, State Representative from Glastonbury, currently in my 4th term. Just 2 weeks ago to the day, we were back in legislative session and heard the painful speech from our Governor Malloy, 35 to 40 minutes. The silver lining, this is his last speech, so we are thrilled about that. And I know that among us here, one of us will be the next governor for the state of Connecticut. And of course, I hope that's going to be me. As your governor, public safety is extremely important. That is one of the core functions of our state. And for me, as I stand here at Notre Dame High School, for me to look at school security so that the tragedies that we have seen in our state and other parts of the nation are never again repeated. That is critical, and public safety is an important issue. School security, addressing mental health and mental illnesses is what will change the state and change our nation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for this opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Mr. Dave Walker.
My name is Dave Walker. I live in Bridgeport, Connecticut. My family came to this country before the revolution, and yet I'm only the second person in my family to graduate from college. I've had the good fortune to start out as a junior auditor with Price Waterhouse, and through good luck and hard work, became the Auditor General of the United States, the top position of the United States. I've won the highest award for my profession. I'm in the 2 halls of fame for my profession. But what's more important, my wife and I moved here to end my professional career and to retire. But since we've moved here, our property value has gone down dramatically, our taxes have gone up, and we had to decide whether we're going to fight rather than flee. And we've decided we're going to fight to save this state. I've got a comprehensive, incredible plan to turn around the state and revitalize the cities, which I look forward to talking to you about. I ask for your support. Thank you for coming.
Mr. Mark Boughton.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here tonight, and I'm certainly excited and thankful to the Connecticut GOP for sponsoring this debate. Look, I'm going to speak a little bit differently tonight about the challenges that we face, because while we are in a desk spiral, I believe that it is time to start talking about how we pull ourselves out of this desk spiral. It's time to have a conversation how we can bring the Connecticut comeback. It's time that all of us work together, each of us in this room, on the stage, and across the state of Connecticut, to turn our fortunes and to make this state what it ought to be. A place that you and I both remember, a place where your parents came, where you came, and where we want you to stay and retire. Connecticut has so much potential. And at the City of Danbury, we've been able to realize that potential and I personally balanced 16 straight budgets. We have the lowest unemployment rate in the state. We have the safest city in Connecticut. We have some of the lowest effective property tax rates in Connecticut as well. I can bring that same attitude to Connecticut. And our first step will be to eliminate the state income tax over the next 10 years. So I'm looking forward to having a discussion tonight. Thank you for your time, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Mike Hanlon.
You know, we've been to a few of these debates now, and I'll tell you what, we've heard a lot of ideas. But when we do the math, their proposals fall way short of the $100 billion problem that we have to solve. My solution to our financial crisis is the only way we're going to reduce income taxes. It is the only way we're going to attract new businesses and new jobs to our state. It is the only way we're going to get better roads, better rails, and better bridges. It is the only way we're going to improve our education and increase our home values. And I am the only candidate before you that has the actual experience of solving the financial mess left by Dan Malloy before. And I will do it again. I'll fix the DMV, and I'll tackle all the other issues, all the other housekeeping items that the other candidates love to talk about. But here's the issue. I will fix the $100 billion problem that we've got to solve that's keeping us from doing great things in our state. Our problems are fixable. For all of us who live and work in this state, the future starts now. And this campaign is about no less.
Thank you so much. Mr. Mark Lauretti.
So my name is Mark Lauretti. I'm the mayor of the city of Shelton. I'm entering my 27th year as mayor. The city of Shelton is a very different place today than it was back in 1991 for a variety of different reasons. And so is the electorate that has elected me. And so when you can recreate a city and provide a new identity and change its direction into prosperity in Connecticut where things are going in a very wrong direction, this is a proven ability that people have talked about, things that they want to do. I have done consistently for a quarter of a century. Like attract business. Shelton is home to 3.5 million square feet of Class A office space. We have major corporations there like Pitney Bowes, Perkin Elmer, United Healthcare, Unilever, Vic Corporation, a Hubble, and the list goes on and on and on.
Mr. Lauretti, thank you very much.